this video, we're going to look at 5 different ways to parse dates and date times in ClickHouse. So let's launch ClickHouse, and we're going to start with Unix timestamps. So that's generally the number of seconds since January the 1st, 1970. And we can use the function from Unix timestamp to do this. And you can see it comes back with our date time, and then its type is date time. Now, if you've got the number of milliseconds since January the 1st, 1970, you can use a different function. So from Unix timestamp 64 milli, and you can see that comes back and it's a slightly different type. So it's date time 64, and then the 3 means that it's up to milliseconds. If we've got microseconds, there's a function that does that as well. And you can see that the type that comes back is now date time 64, but then 6 in the brackets. Next, let's have a look at numeric data formats where the date is represented by a number that includes the year, month, date, and perhaps also time information, but there's not really any formatting. So you might have dates in this format from legacy database, exports, or flat files from mainframes, for example. And so the function here is YYYY to date, and we pass in that date, and you can see it comes back with the date. And if you've got time information as well, there's then another function which has the time format at the end, and you can use that one, and again you get back a date time. Next up, we have datetime strings. So these are fairly common from APIs. And if we know the format, we can use parse datetime, pass in the datetime that we've been given, and then specify the format in MySQL date format string. And again, it comes back with a datetime, and this time it's actually also including the time zone. You can also do the same in JODA date format string if you prefer that. So there's just a slightly different function to do that. Output is the same. So those first 3 functions assumed we knew the exact date formatting. But what if we don't? That is where the parse date best effort functions come in. So imagine we've got a bunch of dates, so they're all in a slightly different format. What we can do here is we can return that raw value, and then we'll call parse date time best effort on the value and return it. And you can see it comes back the raw value in the first column and then the date times in the second column. We can also convert that into datetime 64 like we saw in the previous 3 functions, and you see that then comes back with a different type. What happens if we give it a completely invalid date? So this can't ever be passed into anything. And so if we run this, we get back an exception. But there is a way to work around this with this function, is we can put on the end or null if it's unable to pass it. So you see it comes back as null. Or if we want to get an actual date time value, we can say or 0, and it will then go back to the 1st of January 1970 at midnight. Maybe we don't want to have all these functions all over our queries and just want to cast values to date types. And we can do that. But we need to look at the setting, cast string to date time mode, because it defaults to basic, which means that if you give it YYYY it's going to work perfectly fine. And then also if you include the timestamp in the HH:MM:SS format, that's also going to work fine. But anything else is not going to work. And so that's where we might need to change this setting to best effort. One thing to keep in mind when using this setting is that it will throw an exception if you provide a completely invalid date, like our no date that we used before. So let's have a look. So imagine we've got those same 3 values of dates that we want to pass. We can instead go : date time on raw, and then we're going to pass in the setting cast string to date time mode best effort. And you can see it comes back with all those dates passed. We can also configure that setting at the session level rather than putting it in the query. So if we do that, we can then go to our previous query, delete that setting from the end, and you can see it passes it just fine. And let's finish this off by parsing some dates from a file, and you can see it comes back and everything has passed nicely. And if you want to check out more interesting ClickHouse features, you'll want to have a look at this playlist next.